Welcome to Sunday Chit Chat. It is Sunday and we are here to do just that. Today we are changing up our topic a bit. Welcome Jill, welcome Claudia, welcome Kenya. Linda is also here. Now, if your skin routine feels complicated, expensive, and still not working, it is not your fault. And you're probably wondering, how is it not my fault? Most of us were taught skincare lies, marketing lies, social media lies, even well meaning advice that outdate. Today I'm breaking it down for you guys. The biggest skincare lies that we have all believe and telling you what actually worked in 2025. If you have ever said, I am tired of everything, my skin used to be better. What is my skin getting? Why is my skin getting worse? Stay with me till the end of this video, guys, because this will change how you treat your skin forever. Please note that most of what I'm going to be talking about today is what I've been talking about forever on this channel. But not everyone is watching our channel, or not everyone is doing, the practicing what I basically preach to you over on this channel. So some of the things you're already very, very familiar with, but for new people and all of that, they might not know these. So this is what we are going to do today. Now, before I dive deeper, guys, so I made my thumbnail last night, and just now I was pretty early for the show. So I came on the computer and only to find, because I stream from StreamYard most of the time, only to find that the video was deleted, the thumbnail and everything was deleted from StreamYard. So I have to really rush to do over everything to get the show on the way. So if some of you notice another thumbnail that it said delete by owner or something like that, that is because I had was to delete it really, really quick and make this over. But we're here and we are here on time. Let's see who, if you're new here, go ahead and comment so that we can give you a shout out. And if you're an oldies but goodies, we want to take this time to welcome you back. Claudia is just bringing in groceries, so we'll see. Now, why am I talking about this today, guys? Some of you might be lies, right? Let's get into it. The more you cleanse, the better. This is something that people normally said. The more you cleanse, the better your skin is going to be. How many of you believe that? That the more you cleanse the skin is the better your skin is going to look, is the better your skin is going to be. Comment, guys, and let me hear what you think. It is Sunday Chit Chat, and Sunday Chit Chat, for those who are just joining and for those who are new, and Sunday Chit Chat, we basically just chit chat, okay? However, we have a topic and sometimes we try to follow the topic. But whenever you feel like you can interrupt me with any question that you might have, this is what Sunday Chit Chat is all about. Let me know if you're all hearing me clearly. Go ahead and comment. Now, if you look at the topic today, okay, now one of the biggest lie in skincare is that clean skin equal over clean skin. Over clean skin. Truth is, over cleansing damage your skin barrier. Now, what do we mean by over cleansing the skin? Over cleansing the skin mean that you are washing your face AM, PM, you're exfoliating the skin every day using maybe an harsh exfoliator, and you are doing the most. You're steaming the skin every day. You are let's take massaging out of it because that is not cleansing. Over cleansing damage your skin barrier. You do not need to over cleanse your skin. Now, clean skin is great, but clean skin doesn't mean over cleansing the skin. Now, I normally encourage you all. Now, sometimes, to be honest, I myself over cleanse because, for instance, when I'm using Khichi Beauty facial polishes, sometimes I see it in the bathroom and I'm using it more than 2 or 3 times for the week. It's just there, I grab it. That is not good at all. No more than 2 to 3 times per week do you need to exfoliate your skin. You do not need to exfoliate your skin every day. You do not need to steam your skin every day. Now, because I talk about steaming the skin, some people would be like, okay, so if I steam my face every day, then most likely my skin is going to look better. No, you can steam your face 2 times a week or the maximum 3 times a week. You exfoliate your skin 2 to 3 times a week. You do not need to exfoliate every day. That is damaging the skin barrier. And if you watch my show, I think it was last Sunday, where I'm talking about the skin, no, that was Tuesday, I think, skin barrier. This is how they are now analyzing your skin. So how many of you are over cleansing? If you feel like you're over cleansing your skin, go ahead and comment. Go ahead and comment, guys, and let me know. As I said, most of what I'm going to talk about, it was some of you already know, because these are the things that I preach to you. Now, when you over cleanse your skin, it can strip your skin. Your skin produce more oil, okay? It's get even more sensitive, and your breakout gets worse. Aging accelerate what actually works in 2025. So we're not over cleansing our skin going forward. We are going to stick to the rules. And how do we stick to the rules? It's pretty easy to stick to the rules by making yourself a skincare routine. How many of you have a skincare routine? If you have a skincare routine, guys, go ahead and comment. And if you're new here, guys, go ahead and comment. It is Sunday Chit Chat. And as I said earlier, this is a new thumbnail that I just hurry up and make. So I hope people are not, well, I delete the other one, and I hope people are not really thinking that the show is not on. Now, Kenya, I heard that if you wash your face at night and then wash it in the morning, it will dry it out and give you a wrinkle. We're going to answer this one. So let's highlight this one. Now, what do you think about washing at night and rinsing in the morning? Well, this is what I personally do. I wash my face at night, and I also wash my face in the mornings. Now, here is where this gets tricky. This is okay. It's all about how you wash and what you use to wash. Now, if you have a mild cleanser that you're cleansing your skin with, let's say, for instance, the Khichi Beauty Ultra Luminous Cleanser, these are so mild, so hydrating on the skin. This is not going to strip your skin of natural oils. It is made to keep your skin soft, smooth, and supple. Now, if you have an harsh cleanser that you're cleansing with at night, and in the morning you're cleansing with another harsh cleanser, yes, that could strip your skin of the natural oils. So you want to focus on cleanser that are not harsh, cleanser that are just gonna gentle cleanse your skin without stripping your skin from the natural oils. Now, it also depends on how you were raised. Now, there's a lot of people that grow up knowing that they shower maybe once in the evening, they don't wash their face at night, while some people shower AM and PM. I am one such person that do a AM and a PM shower, and I wash my face at night and I wash my face in the morning. Now, what you put on your skin at night also is a huge factor in how your skin feels. When you wash your face with an harsh cleanser and you do not replenish the skin by putting on your facial toners, which is going to hydrate the skin and balance the natural pH levels of the skin, and also using your serums and your moisturizer on the skin, this could cause problem. Some people are feeling dry skin because they just wash their face, they leave it like that. Some people are using soap to wash their face. The body soap is made for the body, it is not made for the face. But most people, sometimes they just go take a shower and they use whatever is in the shower, whether it's their bar soap or their shower gel, and they wash their face. Now, if you use, let's say, your shower gel to wash your face, what is going to happen is that your skin is going to feel really, really dry. So washing your face AM and PM, it's okay. And if you notice, you said rinse in the morning, and yes, that's basically what I tend to do in the morning. When I say to rinse, I mean I don't go all out in the mornings. I load on products on my skin at night, and in the morning I gentle rinse my face. Sometimes I'm rinsing with about 2 pumps of our, where is it? This cream, this cleanser here, mousse cleanser. Any one of these two cleansers. Sometimes I am cleansing my skin in the morning with them, and they're very mild. They're anti-aging cleanser, and they're designed to not strip the skin of the natural oils. Very good question. Now, anyone else, if you're new here, welcome to Sunday Chit Chat. If you have a question for me, I am here. Ignore the topic and think that, okay, I can't take your question. Yes, I am actually gonna take your question. Now, Jill, I have a skincare routine, but I'm getting lazy with age. I still concentrate on cleansing using creams and oil. How many of you are like Jill, getting lazy with age? Now, be honest about it, guys. Be honest about it. How many of you are like Jill, getting lazy with age? Now, where I am concerned, I understand fully well what Jill is saying. Because some of the times, there's so much going on. It's like you're so tired, you're so lazy to really do your skincare routine. And that sometimes tend to go on. Let's say you decide that, okay, tonight I'm going to skip my skincare routine. What tend to happen is tomorrow night you skip your skincare routine again. And before you know it, a month had passed and you really have all your products there and you're really not taking care of your skin. I personally believe that sometimes not only about getting lazy, but sometimes it has to do with what is going on in your life at the time. If you agree with me, guys, go ahead and comment. What is going on in your life at the time? For me, when I'm stressed out, when I am down and out, I have to be careful when it comes onto my skin because I would be like, definitely, and bathroom stuff is going to get done. And when I say bathroom stuff, I mean washing my face and, exfoliating. Those are going to get done. What might not get done is like doing a facial mask because I got to wait 30 minutes for the mask to dry on my skin. So sometimes if I am in and out, busy, having too much on my brain, I might skip the mask, which before I never would ever skip my mask. I'm going to do my skincare routine to a T. So yes, I understand about, doing your skincare routine and getting lazy. However, we should try to snap out of that. And the reason why I'm saying we should try to snap out of that is really and truly when you Claudia, I'm having the problem with my ear. Life is busy and I'm cutting corners. Yes, I know exactly what that is. Now, we should try to get out of that. And I'm going to tell you why I'm trying to get out of that lazy face too, Jill. Because I find that when I am getting into that stage, I am more on the depressed side, if that makes sense. I'm more on the depressed side. Winter could also do that. You feel like you just want to go warm yourself up. You just want to go under a blanket. You just run in the shower and you do your thing. You come out. It's like, oh, I can't bother to steam my face today. I just want to go lay on the couch or get in bed and cover up. This sometimes happen. And yes, you could call it getting lazy, but weather contribute to a lot of things. But when you get up and you do what you have to do, you feel like you're living, you feel like you're living. So we're trying not to get into the stage where we're skipping things, we're not doing things, because before you know it, it's a month. Before you know it, it's 2 months. And you realize, oh my goodness, it's 2 months and I haven't even steamed my face once. So you just have to get back into it. And when people are happy, they tend to be more into taking care of their skin. If you agree with me, comment, guys. If you agree with me, comment. However, also, when you are getting on in age and you feel like, oh, you're not beautiful anymore, you could give up. But no, this is the time you focus on taking care of you. You skip a night, don't skip the other night. Don't skip the other night, because as I said, before you know it, you are all gone. Is there anyone here new today? If you're new, comment. And I hope people don't be stuck on that thumbnail that I delete. We're talking about skincare lies. And most, as I said, are things that I normally mention. Now, Claudia, I try a couple of I try and couple my skincare and ear care routine with something I like to watch on YouTube. Keep me entertained. Yes, and that is another way to do it. For me also, like if I'm doing my face, my makeup, I am always watching something 99% of the time on YouTube. There's another thing that I listen to, stories and stuff like um that I don't have to be watching when I'm busy. I would just put it on. I'm not sponsored by them, so I'm not gonna say what it is, but I normally listen to these stories. But yes, that actually helped. Lorna, welcome. Welcome to Sunday Chit Chat. So we are gonna continue. And if you have any question, go ahead and ask the question, guys. So as I was talking about cleanser, guys, be very mindful of what you use to cleanse your skin. Now, at Chichi Beauty Skincare, we put a lot of effort and emphasis on our skincare products. If I would say that any skincare cleanser that we have, that would be on the on the harsher side, it would be our turmeric cleanser. And believe it or not, we put oil in that turmeric cleanser so that when you use it, it don't dry your skin out. Turmeric normally dry your skin out, okay? So when you use the turmeric, the cleanser that is, you're not gonna find our toner or our serums or any of that drying the skin out. So when you use that turmeric cleanser, you use just a little top because it is designed for rough skin. It is designed to get rid of the grease and the dirt on the skin. And as I said, it is turmeric that is in there. So it could leave your skin dry if you already have dry skin. So that is the only cleanser. But once you cleanse, then you're going to spritz your toner on. You're going to spritz your serum on. You're going to spritz not spritz, put your serum on and put your moisturizer on, and you should be good to go. Welcome to Sunday Chit Chat. If you're just joining, guys, we are talking about skincare lies, and some of you might be like, oh, what is it you're talking about? But bear with me, guys, just listen up. Is simple things that we normally talk about over here. Now, how many of you watching believe that buying an expensive skincare products is better? Comment. If you think that buying an expensive skincare products is better for your skin, go ahead and comment. Let me see who is gonna comment right now. Is a more expensive skincare products better for your skin? I would like to hear you guys. Now, this one hurt some people that really think that skincare more expensive is better. But guess what? Price does not equal performance. And when I started to build skincare, I came to you all and I was very, very transparent. And I said to you guys, I want to give you the most expensive products for less. And that is what we look on now. The honest truth is 90% of the time you're paying for packaging. 90% of the time you're paying for packaging. If you want a really, really nice package for your products, guys, you got to pay more for the packaging. Now, when you pay more for the packaging, it doesn't necessarily mean that what is in the package is good enough for your skin. So let's say you find a skincare, and I am telling you guys, there are products out there that are really, 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 really expensive. My products is considered cheap to what is going on out there in the skincare world today, right? Now, the honest truth is more expensive don't necessarily mean better for your skin. It's all about the ingredient. However, there are people that spend a lot of time producing their products that they might do like thorough research on an ingredient. Let's say, for instance, Chichi Beauty Ultra Luminous Age Defying skincare set that we have. I spend so much time researching the ingredients and going through and testing the parsley and making sure that it is okay for the skin. So some people put a lot of effort into it, and some people is going to charge you for that effort. Now, does it mean that because the product is more expensive, it's going to work for your skin? Not necessarily. And that just drives us to say more expensive don't necessarily mean that the product is better for your skin. Focus on ingredients. Focus on ingredients. That is like the key. Now, you don't need anything fancy, any, like those fancy names or stuff like that when you are trying to buy your products. However, guys, when it comes on to ingredients, you got to also know the scientific name, because sometimes you might find a product, and because you don't know the scientific name, you might think that the ingredients is not good for you. But more expensive don't mean better. What you're looking for is what is going on with your skin and what it is that you need for your skin. So let's say vitamin C. Your skin is dull, your skin is rough. Ascorbic acid, that is what you need for your skin. Now, percentage also have a lot to do with it. And not only that, sometimes, guys, some people don't spend the time to put the ingredients together. Now, Dominique is saying the quality of product matters. Yes, the quality, that's what we're talking about. The quality of the product is what matters, not the price. Not the price. And one thing that I did when I started Chichi Beauty Skincare, I come to you guys and I said, you are going to find some of the ingredients that we're using in Chichi Beauty Skincare products in some very, very expensive what brands. And why is that so? Because of course I go in and I want the best for myself, and I'm going to see the ingredients that they're using. I'm going to research it, and I'm going to bring it to you for less. I'm going to make sure it is for less. How do I personally cut costs on Chichi Beauty Skincare products? I cut costs by doing all the designing for myself, okay? I do all the design, I do all the write-up, I do all of those things for myself, and that way, that cut almost half of the price. Believe it or not, almost half of the price. And I also don't use really, really fancy jars, okay? Not really fancy jars. Like these jars, I had the other jars that we made for the first set of products, that the products was underneath the underneath the jar. I was looking to see if I have one of those older box here underneath the jar, and then I decided that too much products was on the deer, and I go and I do these simple jars. Now these simple jars allow me to bring you really better products for less, because the jars are cheaper. However, you guys don't like these jars. You guys don't like these jars. So we're going to have to step up the jar a little bit more. But when you step the jar up, it's more pricing, but it not necessarily mean that the products that you're getting in the jar cost more. So if I change these jars to a more fancy jar, I might put a $3 or $4 or $5 more on the product, but the products remain the same. So now I am actually selling you a jar. And, of course, I'm selling you the product inside, but I'm just trying to break it down to say that, sometimes expensive is not necessarily the product that you are getting inside. It's basically how it looks, the jars. Most of the money you spend on jars, unless like me, who wanted to use the parsley in our ultra luminous set, have to spend more, because not everyone use that. It's like a new invention, and you have to spend more to get something like that done. That is why, guys, use up these products with confidence, okay? Use them with confidence, because I do put a lot in it. Any question? It is Sunday Chit Chat, and as I said, we this thumbnail is not circulating. Okay. The thumbnail is not circulating. The other thumbnail that I had since last night was the one circulating, so I had was to delete it. So I know a lot of people wasn't going to come on because YouTube is not, I just post this one, so it's not going out like that, except for people who know that we're here for Sunday Chit Chat. Don't know how it happened in StreamYard. I just don't know how I accidentally delete the show. So I had to do it all over, but it's okay. People will watch the show after. It is Sunday Chit Chat, and we are here to chit chat. We're just, trying to bring new people in. So we are kind of changing up topics a little bit, guys. So bear with me. And I could see I am jumping a little bit. And I hope the video is not jumping on your end. Welcome, Auntie Enid, to the live show. Happy Sunday to you. Now, you don't need 10 luxury products, okay? You do not need 10 luxury products. You can use about 3 to 5 products on the skin correctly. Now, let me break that down a little. What I said, you don't need 10 luxury products. I am one person coming from spending all my money on luxury products, to be honest. Before, I just used to think that more expensive mean better. And that is the truth. I was one that think the more expensive is the better the product. And I'm going to be honest with you why I used to think that. I used to figure that there's more research goes on in getting a luxury product to you than, let's say, a basic product. But the honest truth is, most of the time, an higher end product is just you paying for the jars. So you're going to take, let's say, one of my product, and you're going to compare it with a luxury product, and you're going to probably be pleasantly surprised. It's the same ingredients or very similar ingredients, except they might not have potato in it, or they might not have parsley in it, because, this is another thing that makes Khichi Beauty skincare products unique. It's ingredients that you're not going to find in other products out there. Ingredients that we created to bring you something pretty new. However, it's going to be short-lived because a lot of people is going to be onto it. And very soon, and guys, it happened before and it's going to happen again. Very soon, you are going to see like people coming up with like parsley serum. You're going to see people coming up with parsley that, because it's just the way the world is. Once you create something, you make something unique for you, people are gonna start doing it. Take, for instance, Khichi Beauty coconut water toner collection. Most of you don't know that this is not out there anywhere. The coconut water toner collection is not out there anywhere. They are unique to Khichi Beauty skincare. So you're not going to Google green tea coconut water toner and it's going to pop up. You're not going to, well, it's it's 3 years now we're doing this. So maybe they are already copying it. But this is me, myself, and I, sole invention coming from one of my DIY using the coconut water that was so refreshing on my skin. And I was like, oh my goodness, this feel good. And that's, just imagine you mix it with some green tea. Just imagine you mix it with some blueberry, some vitamin C. And that's how we come up with the Khichi Beauty coconut water facial toner line. That's how we come up with it. And that's why you need to use it with confidence. And did we make it like you can't afford it at $75 for a green tea toner? The amount of work and the invention that we put into it, we could easily sell it as a luxury toner. Easily sell it as a luxury toner. And guess what? All I would have to do is to change the bottle. I would just have to change the bottle and put it in something more fancy. Is the product good in it? Yes. And if you have not tried our toner, guys, as we have a bit of a natural fragrance in it. So some people might like some fragrance over the other. We having new batches, guys, where we kind of cut down on the amount of fragrance. But look at that. That is like a serum. and it's a toner. And I already explained to you guys that when I make this toner, I should not have labeled it toner. I should have labeled it an essence because it's above a regular toner. Like I labeled this one an essence. It's above a regular toner. It is very unique. It's organic, and we have some amazing ingredients in it. Read them for yourself when you get it, or go on my website and read them. It's special, but we have to try to keep it price worthy. So I go for a cheaper bottle so you can get a real good product for less. So that is why I'm saying that more expensive don't necessarily mean better. You can find some real good products which are really, really cheaper. Bottle might not be fancy, that is matching up or even better than the expensive products out there. If you have a question for me, guys, go ahead and comment. And if you're new here, comment. It's Sunday Chit Chat. Some people are not going to find us, but we are here because, of course, this thumbnail has not been circulating. And you know how things work, guys. I was so early today because, you know, I posted that thumbnail since last night. Everybody could see it circulating and all of that. And I came to sit about 15 minutes after 4, and I'm on StreamYard and I'm looking for my video, and I can't find it. I go on my laptop, I can't find it. And I realized that it seems like I accidentally deleted from StreamYard. However, it was still on Facebook, the thumbnail, and it was still on YouTube. So I had no choice but to hurry, make the same thumbnail, make the same, delete the old one. So this one is not circulating, and I know it, and I could tell. But it's Sunday Chit Chat, and we are moving forward. Anyone have any question for me, guys? Go ahead and comment so that I could take your question. Here is a question I have for you guys, and it's all about anti-aging. Now, anti-aging, this is what some people, let me know if this is a myth or you believe this. Anti-aging starts when you see wrinkles. How many of you believe that? Anti-aging start when you see wrinkles. I'm just smiling here because I know most of you watching, if you're an OG, you already know the answer to that, because this is something that we normally preach on this channel right here. Now, anti-aging, guys, is this is not true. Okay, this is not true. Anti-aging start when you see wrinkles. No, when you start to see wrinkles, you're already gone. Okay, you're already gone. Anti-aging start way before that. You got to prevent, and I'm telling you, you start in your 20s to take care of your skin, because that is gonna prevent you from getting wrinkles at an early age. Anti-aging does not start at wrinkles, okay? It starts at skin health. A damaged skin barrier age you faster. That is why environmental factors, you know, stress levels, you guys know all of what I'm talking about. Mostly like environment too, like where you live, how you take care of yourself. All of that can make you look age. Water too, you know, depending on the kind of water that you have to take care of your skin, and dehydrated skin also. And I've been talking about dehydration from the other day a lot. Dehydration can cause you to have wrinkles. So definitely, guys, you start to take care of your skin before you see any form of a wrinkle on the skin. Now I know my age group that watches my channel, and I know we majority from between 30 and 60 is the majority. So I'm telling you guys, if you're like in your early 30s or late 20s, guys, you got to start to kick it up a notch in terms of taking care of your skin. You do not want to start to use anti-aging products only when you notice wrinkles on the skin, or only when you notice that, oh, my skin is a little sagging, I need to get on this anti-aging bandwagon. No, you got to start earlier. Now, when we talk about anti-aging, what are we really talking about when it comes on to products? Because here's something that if you're new, you might not know, but if you're an OG, you already know that anti-aging products are a bunch of ingredients that are known to reduce wrinkles and fine lines, boosts collagen and elastin in the skin. Okay, those are what it is. It's all about ingredients. Okay, now when you are in your 20s, you're using vitamin C. However, vitamin C, believe it or not, is also an anti-aging ingredient. Nowadays, you don't have to wait until you are 50 or 60 to use retinol. As a matter of fact, teenagers are now using, welcome Tracy, teenagers are now using retinol on the skin. However, when, let's say at Khichi Beauty, we make our Supreme Age Renewal Anti-Aging Set, what I do, I picked out ingredients that are known to reduce the wrinkles and fine lines, and we bunch a lot of these ingredients together to create an anti-aging facial cream. Now, because we label it true story, here, let me sidetrack. I have I'm going to say a customer, okay? But I'm sure she's coming from YouTube. And we have this foam cleanser right here. This foam cleanser. Now, our first batch of this foam cleanser, some of you might remember that we had it in a blue box, right? And the name on it was cleansing mousse. It was just cleansing mousse. There were no anti-aging on it. Now, when we do over the packaging, I decided that I was going to put anti-aging. And the reason why I put anti-aging is because of the bunch of ingredients that we use to make this foam cleanser. Now, I have a customer that normally buy these products, these foam cleanser, like a lot for our entire family. And she have like kids. So she normally buys them and put them in her bathroom. When we change the packaging and we put anti-aging on it, she was not pleased at all. She was not pleased. She was like, but why is anti-aging? You change it because this is what I normally give my kids to wash their face. Take a listen, guys. And I said, all you have to do when you get the new one home, you compare it to the old one, you look at the ingredients and you see it's the same ingredients. It's just that that group of ingredients are really perfect for an anti-aging name on the package. Okay? So what I'm trying to say is anti-aging, but it's so gentle, it's so nice on the skin that she was giving this to our teenage kids, still is, to use, and of course their skin is going to be good. So I'm saying not because it's anti-aging, it don't mean that, oh, you're not going to use it till you're 60. Oh, I'm not going to use it, it said anti-aging, I'm going to just not use it. No, you start at a young age. Prevention is better than cure. So if you're using an anti-aging cleanser or toner or even anti-aging creams, it's all about the ingredients. And of course, I am going to use them on my skin because I do not want to see wrinkles. Most people think when you say anti-aging, it's to reverse. No, it's to prevent, okay? It's to prevent, but if you already have it, you can use it to soften. If you have a question for me, guys, go ahead and comment. It is Sunday Chit Chat, and we are here just chit-chatting with you all. But of course, I would love to answer some questions. We're trying to stick to the topic. Now, if you are new here, go ahead and ask us whatever question you have. And some of you might be like, oh, Sunday Chit Chat, where is everybody? Everybody's not here today because the thumbnail, we messed up on our thumbnail. Now, earlier, I was talking about hydration, guys. I just drank a bottle of water before I came here. Because you know what? And I always have several bottles of water beside me because I am trying to be hydrated. Because recently I had, let me see how to put this. There was a dehydration situation in my family, like a dehydration situation in my family. And believe it or not, guys, it's not a pretty thing. is not a pretty thing. When you get dehydrated, you could get really, really sick. Okay. So I just be like, I got to make sure I get this liquid in. Now, it's not necessarily only the water that you drink, because some people think that it's only water. It's all about all the liquid that you consume any given day. Okay? It's all the liquid that you consume any given day that contribute to you being hydrated. However, you don't want to drink up too much of the sweet stuff. I kind of how many of you drink sodas? If you drink sodas, guys, go ahead and comment. Go ahead and comment if you drink sodas. Now, when I was growing up, sodas used to be a treat. Yeah, sodas used to be a treat for us. We only get sodas special day time, like the holidays, Christmas, your birthday, or maybe if we have a visitor and somehow they would buy some sodas. But I grew up actually drinking natural juice. Yes, like real good natural juice. I wasn't into sodas. Now, when I would say probably when I went on my own to live, I started indulge a little bit more in sodas. And then, when I came into this country, it's like soda, 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 soda. But I am happy to announce that I have not been drinking sodas, period. If you come to my house, you're going to find ginger ale, both diet and regular, and you'd find a box there for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Those, I like to have it, to be honest. I like it to be there because you know what they say, ginger beer, the stomach, so I like it to be there. But I haven't been drinking soda. I'm doing so well drinking water these days, guys. What I do regular water, and if I'm at dinner, I do the sparkling water, and I feel better. But I'm doing water, but I need to drink more water, if that makes sense. So I am trying because I don't want to be dehydrated. And when you get older, I think that is even more so when you're getting on in age. So you got to make sure to drink that water. Hydrate, 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 hydrate. Now, sometimes like now for tea, a lot of us drink a lot of teas, but we also have to know that that could also cause you to be dehydrated because of the high caffeine content. So it's also good to, when you are, looking for your tea, to make sure better decaf, to be honest, if you're going to drink like a lot of tea throughout the day, because some people want to get the liquid in and they would prefer to just drink the tea instead of drinking the water. But you have to be mindful and also lose the sugar. Easier said than done, although I'm at that stage. Easier said than done. You just lose the sugar. And also sugar, excess sugar, well, we all know that can make your skin look really, really bad. Okay. And you know that when your skin is inflamed, like when you pick your skin a lot and you have like, it's not, let's say, adult acne on the face, that could also cause you to lose collagen faster. Tracy, I'm a juice drinker and I juice natural fruit and my water is a must. Thank you for that, Tracy. Jill, I start taking preventative measures in my early 20s. That's the way to go. Claudia, now we are going to get you to make your ginger ale from scratch. Now, here's the truth. Here is the truth. As I said, I have it in the house and it's there for months and months and months. Yes, I like a good, ginger beer. However, I have to have my ginger beer fresh. And when I say fresh, like freshly made ginger beer, I'm gonna drink it like that. I'm not into the you know how they make it, the ginger beer, where they put the ginger beer to ferment and all of that? No, I'm not into that. And I like a good lemon and ginger. And now I'm doing it without water, right? So that is why the ginger ale is there, and just there. It's soda. I just like to know that it's in the house. How many of you are like that? If that makes sense, let me know, guys, if it make any sense to you to say, okay, you just want to know that the ginger ale is in the house, like, even though you're not drinking it. I remember once I have a friend staying, and I am the type of person that like to have certain things in the house. And she was staying like a while, like about 6 months or so. And then she was telling me, like, I notice you're not eating and drinking the things. You're not eating and drinking. That was there for when. You're not eating and you're not drinking it. But the honest truth is, some things I normally tell myself I buy it for the house, and it's just there. And if you have visitor, some people might want a ginger ale. Not necessarily everybody's gonna come and say, "Oh, just give me some water." So I try to have these kind of things there, and not only that, guys. This is true. This is a true story, and I don't know if any of you are like that, but I like to stack up on things for what if. What if? What if? What if? What if? And when I'm saying what if, I mean like if something should happen, you're not able to get to buy groceries, you're not able to, stuff like that. I like to have things like, when COVID started, just before the lockdown, I went to the grocery and I bought a whole lot of things to put in the house because at that time most people didn't even know what was going on. What is this thing? And when I was shopping for myself, and I have my cousins that don't live too far. I was shopping for them too. And I was like, if anything, we're all gonna stay one place. We're all gonna stay together. And we're gonna take this food and we are gonna pinch it. And that is how I was shopping. Okay, I was shopping that just in case, because we don't know what was going on. We're gonna have this food and we're gonna make it stretch, and so I always have this kind of a mentality. And this is ever since I went on my own to live. Ever since I went on my own to live, I always have like a stock of sardine. I have some stock of tuna. Like, I always have those kind of things in the house. When it's getting near to like to expiration or so, you'd either use them up or give them away or something. But I like to know that I have these things. Now, Tracy, I get it. I like to know I have it if I need it rather than need it and don't have it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But I don't know where I get this thing from, where like I'm always preparing for the unknown, especially when it comes on to food. Always preparing for the unknown. So it's one of those things like water. I like to have excess water. Like, this is a crazy idea. I since I've lived here, I have not had one experience where water is not in the house. Not drinking water now, regular water in the pipe. However, where I'm coming from in Jamaica, we normally have, water, we call it water gone, where like you would get up and there's no water in the pipe. And when I came here, this is a true story. I wanted to go buy a barrel, and what we call a barrel, like those blue barrels, like I want to have that barrel outside the yard full of water, just in case, just in case. Yeah, so I am like one of those people because I'm like, okay, so just in case. And I started to do it, to be honest. And I even started to save like a couple of jugs of water just in case. And then I would pour the water out, after it's there a while and fill it back up. And then, eventually I stopped, like doing it. Like I have not been doing that now for probably over 5 years. But before I used to do stuff like that. But it is just what it is. Jill, we have 3 huge burlap bags of rice and lentils since the threat of lockdown. Sardine too. And that's exactly what I am talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Sardine, flour, rice. I have it too. Okay. And another thing I stack up on is dry peas. Come on, guys. Come on. Most of you understand what I'm saying. I stack up on dry peas because that's the protein. And another thing, I'm like, so if there's no electricity, we have the dry peas, okay? And you could cook that dry peas for that protein with some rice. And I have like sugar and stuff like that, like just there. Anyway, guys, it is Sunday and it is a Sunday chit chat. I kind of stray from the topic a little bit because, as I said, this thumbnail did not go out, and we just have a topic, and I think I'll come back to this topic another day. But yes, your skin, guys, anti-aging is about like a fixing and preventing your skin from aging. Now, we all know that we gotta age, okay? We gotta age, and we just want to look better for our age. We just want to look better for our age. And I feel like even if you get up every day and you just like you wash your face and you try to take care of yourself, you look better. You look better, and not only that you look better, but you feel better about yourself. Now, if there's a skincare product out there that goes viral, do you think that it went viral because it is very, very good? Go ahead and comment, guys. Claudia, I did some lockdown shopping, but now I am clearing it out by cooking it, clearing all that food out. Yes, gotta clear it out, but you still have to, like me, I clear out, but I still put back. Like, I have to know something is there. I have to know something is there. Like, yes, I just have to know something is there. Dry food is the thing. Always have to be there. Yeah, so my question was, if a skincare products go viral, do you think that it went viral because it is very, very good? I'm gonna just answer that for you since nobody's typing today. Not necessarily. Not necessarily, because let's say like a popular influencer could just be paid to advertise a product, and that influencer might have like millions of followers. They could advertise like for me, if my company was at a stage where we have a lot of money to pay big influencer, we would be really, really out there, because you could pay a big influencer X amount of money to promote your product. Of course, that product is going to eventually go viral because you are using big influencer to do it, but it's not necessarily everybody, because that particular influencer is using it and promoting it. A lot of people is going to buy it, but it not necessarily mean that it is a very, very good products. Now, because 13 years old putting it on their face. Okay, for real. That's what I'm talking about. So, yeah. So it not necessarily mean that a trending product is better. So, Tracy, I'm guilty of thinking it may be good. No, it's not necessarily so. It could be a good product. Don't get me wrong. It could be a good product, but it also stems from the promotion that the product gets. Also stem from the promotion and who is advertising it. For instance, our dark spot corrector, we could have a real big influencer. As a matter of fact, on TikTok, this is one of our best selling products. We could have a big influencer that just, and I paid 2 or 3 or 4 of them, and they're going to promote the product. And because they have such a big following, everyone is going to be wanting to try it. And then that's how a product go viral. It goes viral because of who is using it and who is promoting it, but it not necessarily mean that the product is that good. Okay. All right, any question, guys, before we head out? Visit Khichi Beauty Skincare, guys, today, alexmaxi.com, and browse around. It's the holiday season, so if you're shopping on alexmaxi.com, I know we are just like about a few days away from Christmas. Hanukkah start today. If you celebrate Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. But if you're ordering and you want us to gift wrap it, we will do it. Now, I had an issue with one of my favorite customer that she's in England and she wanted me to gift wrap. She ordered a bunch of stuff and she wanted me to gift wrap just 2 products, which was a shampoo and a conditioner. Now, the honest truth is, the way the boxes are, if I did it, I gift wrap it separate, put it in the box, and it was costing an arm and a leg to ship it. So I had no choice but to just gift wrap the entire thing. And she was really upset about it, that I gift wrap the entire order instead of just the shampoo and conditioner. If I did that, I would have to ship it separate, which the shipping cost was a bit. So I didn't do that. So I'm gonna say I'll gift wrap local, US only, not international. If I'm gonna gift wrap for international, it's gonna be everything in one box. I cannot like separate different products, because then it's just too much to ship. All right, but for you guys, if you want those Christmas red ribbons, stickers, and all of that stuff in an order, just put it in on the note, gift wrap, and we will gift wrap it for you. Now, I predominantly buy from people who I trust and respect, like you, Chichi. Thank you so much for that, Jill. Thank you so much. Now, as I said, guys, today was a struggle since, my thumbnail just messed me up, but it's okay. Hazel, what's up? Better late than never. Hope some of you weren't on that other thumbnail thinking that we're not doing the show. And I hope you all find this one. Now, any question, guys, before we click off? So this morning, believe it or not, guys, I was outside because we had snow last night, and it tapered off about midday today. So I had was to go do my shovel duty. Luckily for me, last night I put salt down. I do the entire sidewalk and stuff like that. So I put the salt down, because when you put the salt down, the snow tend to melt easier. So it's not a lot of. But then my neighbor woke up this morning, and he kind of shovel everything, like, push away everything. So when I went out, it was very easy for me, because he did it about 8 o'clock this morning, and then there was more snow. So then I had was to just take my little shovel, and I didn't have to do much this morning. The funny thing about it, guys, it's like I'm so lucky. Like for a few years now, I don't like really shovel snow like that, because the neighbors, when it's two of them now, when they get up, if they're up early, they would just shovel the whole thing. Like, yeah, they just shovel the whole driveway, walkway. And then I would just go sometimes, like I would like show salt. So like last night when I go out to throw salt, I just salt my neighbor sidewalk too, because it's just something that we do. And now this morning he got up and he just shoveled the whole thing. But I went out because there was a little extra snow after that, and I kind of shovel, and I have to like clean the cars them off, because the snow thing. But it's something I like to do, though. I kind of like to clean the snow. But I used to like to shovel, but nowadays I realize that I'm not so much into the shovel. But because I'm getting it done, like, and I'm so grateful. Like, I guess it's just how you live with your community is really makes a difference. How you live. For instance, if I put my garbage bin out, sometimes I don't have to take them up, because one of the neighbors just take them up and put them back in. Like that stuff like that. It's nice. It's nice when you have that kind of a neighborly thing going on, where you kind of look out for each other and you kind of do that. It's just really nice. Now that's how I used to make money in Pennsylvania. Oh, with the shoveling, come on and let me know. How many of you have snow today? How are you doing? Compliment of the season. Thank you, Precious. It's been a while. Better late than never. Coming back. How many of you have snow this morning? If you're in the Claudia, I shoveling snow. It's me time, and I get vitamin D. Yes, I think you probably still you got snow there now, Claudia, because you probably have snow every day. Tracy, yes, shoveling. All right, so yeah, so that's what going on. And another thing for me, when it snows, I like to have hot chocolate. I mean, after I come back in from shoveling snow, I like a good hot cup of chocolate. However, I kind of cut down and chocolate. I have to try to, I have to buy the powdered powder chocolate that have no sugar in it. It still tastes good. Then you add what you want to add to it. Then those regular ones that is loaded with sugar. you got to be careful. I'm very much being very careful about sugar these days, guys, because in my family, diabetes is like very, very much there. So I try my best now to kind of stay away from certain things. And you know what is so funny, guys? And this is a true story about me. When I was in my 20s, I probably mentioned this to you guys before. So I got really, really big. I would say 18, 19, 20. That's when I went and live on my own. And I was conscious of it. So then my entire 20s and 30s, I was like such a good healthy eater. When I say healthy eater, I mean a healthy eater. I didn't eat sugar and all these kind of things. I didn't even eat ice cream, to be honest. I was toned, I was fit because I used to work out religiously. And I was so into not eating sweets that even my coffee, I was doing like just straight up black coffee. I would not be putting no cream. No, I just don't want to burden my coffee down with no sweetener. And I kind of fall off of that bandwagon. And I would say I'd start to fall off of that bandwagon when I start YouTube, to be honest. If you go back and look at my videos when I just start YouTube, you'd see a big difference. Yes, and just having to sit down all the time and edit the videos and do all these kind of things, you find that you be eating the things that you're not supposed to eat. And that's how I kind of fall off that healthy trend. And now I'm trying to get back. But I realize that now that I'm older, it's not as easy as when I was younger. When I was younger, if I said I'm not eating that, I am not eating it. Now I would be like, oh, I'm not going to eat that cookie. And I would pass the cookie like 20 times. And then I probably would break a little piece of the cookie. Goodness. Yeah. But before, when I was younger, I would not touch that cookie. For instance, I'm no longer vegan, guys. Was vegan for 7 going 8 years. And I was like a real strict vegan. I didn't even eat eggs. I was like really, really strict. And nothing fazed me. You could put my favorite meat in front of me. I would not touch it. And to be honest with you guys, I've never ever cheated where food is concerned when I was a vegan. I would never ever cheated. Like, I ain't gonna put it on my mouth because I wasn't doing it for people. I was doing it for me. However, guys, I'm kind of getting back to the stage where I kind of think I'm going to throw the meat out again, to be honest. And then I'm trying to say maybe I'm going to try to just stick with a fish, little fish here and there. But I feel like even with my body and all of that, I was feeling so much better when I was my fear where meat is concerned is just the hormones, all these kind of hormones that are in, even though you might try to get like free range and all these kind of things, it's just the hormones that is scary sometimes. But yeah, I think I'm gonna probably try to stick to just fish. I have been eating meat now for what, 2 years, 2 years, but now I feel like I want to just cut it again. Like, yeah, but we'll see, we'll see. Because my body used to feel better. The reason why I started back eating meat was, and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm firm. To be honest, guys, I was like flying. Like my skin was so soft, so soft. And the thing is, if you're not eating meat, protein, meat protein, you got to make sure you get other protein in. I wasn't doing that because I was so busy that I just snack on whatever, not making sure. If you're out there and you want to be vegetarian, vegan, pescatarian, whatever it is, you got to make sure that you're getting the right nutrients. You can do it and nothing is wrong with it, but you got to make sure you're getting the right nutrients. You cannot eat meat and be like, just picking at any little thing and not getting the right amount of protein in your body, because then what is going to happen, like what happened to me, my skin was like so soft, and I didn't hide it. I come on the channel here and I let you guys know, like, oh my goodness, it's like I was like just flying somewhere. So Jill is saying eat grass-fed meat. Yes, nowadays I am trying to, like, when I go, I make sure that this is what I'm getting. But Marley, I just mainly eat fish, nuts, grains, and legume for my protein. I very rarely eat meat or chicken. And that's what I was doing. Now, the thing about it, I normally like do a lot of nuts and all of that, but as I said, I'm so busy that I wasn't like eating right. It would be just anything, like not eating, making sure I get that protein in. Like nowadays, I make sure I get X amount of protein in per day, X amount of protein. And if I had apply the way I'm eating now back to when I was a vegan, I would have been okay because I would be getting the right amount of protein, but I didn't have the time for it. You can't try to run a business, run some channels, and still try to take care of the food part of it. Like, it just was too much. It was just too much. But now I'm at the stage where I'm really trying to eat a little back to how I was in my younger days, like really careful of what I eat, and now I cut in sugar. This week I'm on a no carb journey. I do need a little carbs. You do need a little carbs for the energy. So I'm more on natural carbs like carrots, the little, that's the only starchy thing that I'm eating. But then I'm doing like a lot of broccoli and all of that for this week only. And I'm taking it week by week. Like this week, I'm no carb. Next week, I might eat a little carb, throwing a potato in there. And the following week, I might not eat the carb again. But yeah, but I'm just kind of doing that kind of thing for me. For me, that is because, getting on in age, I'm 56 years old and I want to feel better. And this 2025, guys, has been rough. It's like it's one of the roughest time of my life, believe it or not. I was talking about that um yesterday, that is. And I do beat up on myself a lot, like, certain things. And most of even with the channel, you could see just all over the place. Is not like, yeah, because it has been a rough ride for me this year. Family and everything like that. But I'm still here. And there's one thing that I look forward to. Um, Another reason why I'm trying to make sure that I health wise I am, doing what I need to do, because I'm having a baby. I talked about that the other day, and this is true. Baby's coming. Next week I'm gonna share my baby registry with you. I'm not carrying the child, guys, so don't look at me and say you're pregnant. No, I'm not carrying the child, but yes, the kiddo is on the way, and I think that's something I'm looking forward to. And all of you can be goddies, godmother, and don't ask me like at this age, but it's something I want. It's something I want because I don't have for myself. Now I'm getting one for myself. Okay? So that is what is going on in my life. So that is just the joy that is coming my way. After being through like a rough year, like a rough year. But I'm looking forward to 2026, to be honest. And I think 2026 is going to be one of my best year coming from. And it's normally like that with my life. Like when I go through like a rough patch, it means that I'm going to go through a really good patch. So I just learned to just deal with the rough patch, because I know once the rough patch is over, then I'm going to be going through a good patch. 2025 was a rough patch. And I just feel like I could tell you 2026 is going to be better, like really, really better. So, and I'm going to be more open to you too, more transparent. 2026, I'm going to be on my vlog channel. You're going to get to see much more of my life. And I can't wait to share and let you all know what's going on. Yeah, you're going to get to see much more of my life 2026. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to bonding. I'm looking forward to coming back. Best, definitely. I'm just looking forward to that. So I'll keep you updated. I'm doing an Amazon registry, but I fix it. I need to go and fix all the make sure that what is there is what I really need and not doubling up on things and all of that. And it's Chichi Beauty. You can go on Amazon registry and search for it, but it's not in order as yet. I'm gonna work on it tonight. But that is what is going on in my life, guys, right now. And I said this at the end of the video because I know most people don't watch the end of the video. Who is here now is family, really. So I could say that. Now, Brooklyn, Chichi, if your daily face wash has tiny granules in it, do you still have to put aside a day to exfoliate your face? Now, that's a very, very good question. Not necessarily. No. If it have, for instance, like this is our um exfoliating cleanser. If you're using fine granule, you don't have to. No, you don't have to. Unless it is so mild that you feel like you're really not exfoliating. But if you're using a facial cleanser that do exfoliate, no, you don't have to exfoliate with anything else. Okay? Unless the day you want to exfoliate, you have real exfoliate 2 to 3 times or 2 times a week, then you don't use the exfoliating cleanser every day. Okay? Very good question. Thank you, Tracy. Now my time. Thank you, Marley. Children are a blessing. Thank you so much. Carbs are one of three major macronutrients. Carbs aid in digestion and help with gut health. Yes, and that is why you gotta take in a little carb. There's no such thing as don't eat any form of a carb. You need a little bit of a carb in the system. You just have to choose healthier kinds. Like, yeah, that's what I'm doing now, choosing healthier. Now that's my time today, guys. I think I'm coming on tomorrow. I'm gonna make a thumbnail as soon as I'm done this, and I'll come on tomorrow because I kind of feel like kind of cheated some people out today of the Sunday show. But we are here, and we're looking forward to the holiday next week. Oh, but we're already at Monday. So I might be on a lot this week, to be honest, because it is the holidays and we normally do a lot of little things for the holidays, which you notice nothing is going on my end. Like, what's going on? Nothing. It's because there's so much going on behind the scene. But very soon, guys, you all know and you'll see. And most likely, you guys, you're going to see a happier me. Like a happier me is coming 2025, guys. But anyway, thank you so much for watching Sunday Chit Chat. Go and watch the videos that we post this week. If you missed them, give us a like and also leave us a comment. And that's how you support us, guys, by watching, commenting, and watch the videos to the end. And don't forget to visit alexmaxi.com, which is home of Chichi Beauty skincare products. Shop around, treat yourself to something, treat yourself to a set, guys, because they're on sale. You're getting good discount, guys. And if you want me to wrap them up and bow them up, we'll wrap them and bow them up for you. But instead of you buying gift for everybody else and forgetting yourself, treat yourself to some skincare products, okay? This is gonna make you feel good and make your skin look good, and you're on your way to a younger you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Happy Sunday, guys, and happy Hanukkah for those who celebrate Hanukkah.